Okay, from the documentation, from the PDF that is the quick start for Lumina, you will see that you have two links to templates that I have shared with you from Canva. Now, Canva is a fantastic application. You can have a free account. You don't have to pay for anything for it because they have a free tier and then there is a premium tier. So you can use my templates just with your free tier. If you never used Canva, this is going to be such a big boost because it helps you create a new graphic work, new layouts in a fraction of the time and in a fraction of difficulty that is necessary to learn something like Photoshop or any other desktop application. Having said so, nothing stops you from taking the templates from Canva, saving them on your desktop and use any other program that you want, Photoshop, Krita, GIMP, or anything that you prefer. So this is just an additional boost of productivity that I'd like to give you, but you can use it as you prefer. Once you click on the links from the PDF, you will go to Canva. You can select to add that template to your series of projects. I generally prefer to keep everything in a folder. So under projects, I have a folder called Lumina Banners, and you will see that there are two. One is for the desktop and one is for the phone. So let's start with the desktop. When you click on this, you will see that there are two pages. Let me just go to the view that is showing the grid view. So you see 1 and 2 pages. This is actually so big. Let me just make it a tiny bit smaller so that it should zoom in a little more. No, this is not helping a lot. Okay, well, this does. Okay, so you will see that you have a pre-made template and an empty template. So the pre-made template is basically the one that you see in Lumina when you create your empty website. So there are a bunch of photos I've taken from places where I've been. This is Charleston. This is Aptos in California, where I lived for a while. And this is my hometown of Trieste, Italy. So nothing special. These are all replaceable images. So you can just, click on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So every time I click, I press delete, and then you can go to anything that you want. You can drag and drop your own photos. In my case, I have already uploaded the photos here, so I can, let's say I wanted to show something of the old Hollywood, and I would definitely drag and drop here, and then drag and drop there, and drag and drop there. And you see what I mean by productivity. These are placeholders, the ones with the clouds, and you can do that. Now I'm gonna just undo all this. The other thing is there is a second template, which is an empty template already. So from that, you can just drag and drop your own images, your own photos. So let me just drag and drop some, little photos, nothing special. So I'm gonna have a trip here that I did a few years ago to the Sequoia Park in California. And here there is a goofy photo of me. So I just drag and drop it from the file manager to a place here. Then I just drag it to the frame that I want to use. Yeah, I can put it here and I can double click on it. And so actually, let me just make this window a tiny bit bigger so we can see better. Okay, I can drag and drop to crop it. I mean, double click, not drag and drop. Double click to crop it, and then drag and drop, and I have it done there. So now we have, this. We can change the zoom here. There we go. So I can take another photo from that trip. Wonderful. Put it here. And so on and so forth. You get the idea. Once you're done with this, you can click on share, download, select JPEG, and you know, this is a website, so you want to have this fairly well compressed. So I would go for 75%. And then you select the page. In this case, you know, instead of all pages, we want to just the first page, actually the second page. Here, the second page, the empty template. Okay, done. And then download. And when you download it, you want to go to your home folder, which is under, remember, local disk, so C, users, Paolo, and in here I'll find Lumina sites, and whatever website you want, you have a creator is going to be here. And inside, in the assets images, you'll find the hero banner desktop. So you save it there, you overwrite it, and now your website has that. And of course, you can continue. Now, one thing I would do instead of doing what I just did now, I show you things first to show you the simplicity of the process, because I don't want to show you too many things up front that are mysterious, okay? So let me show you. I'm gonna undo. This is the place where you want to start. Keep this pristine as it is, and instead go here to the thumbnail and hover on this, and it will show you these three dots that indicates the presence of a menu. Click on this and select duplicate page, and it will create a brand new duplicate. Now you act on the duplicate and you're keeping your original untouched. You can always duplicate again, remove the pictures and try again, but you know, this is just good habits, okay? So the same thing is for the banner for the phone. You want to have a banner for the phone and a banner for the desktop. And why is that? Google will scan your website when it's found using an emulation of a phone. So you want to have something that is optimized for the phone. Not only Google is simulating a smaller screen of a phone to verify that your website adapts, but also they simulate the slower speed that normally people have when they are on the road. So they're basically connected to the cellular network instead of being connected to Wi-Fi. And that is important for your rating. So you want to have an image on the phone, for the phone, specifically designed for that, which is smaller, even more compressed, and in that way it performs well even when the bandwidth is much more limited, as in the case of using the cellular network instead of Wi-Fi. Cellular network is generally several times slower than your typical home or office connection. All right, so you do the same thing here in the template for the phone. There is a pre-made template that shows when you create a new website, and then there is one that has no pictures at all. And again, you want to click on this, duplicate it, and then change it. Okay, that's all there is for the banner for your website. See you in the next video.